I started here in 2013, May of 2013, so right before the tasting room actually opened. And I started as a tasting room attendant, just pouring wine behind the bar. When I was 19 years old, I had this thought after traveling to the Napa Valley that one day I'd be this wine connoisseur and have wines and be able to name them after my friends and all that kind of fun stuff. And ironically, 25 years later, I became a part of the wine business. The history of Owera stems back from about 16 years ago when the owners purchased the property. And when they did that, they had the idea of building a grandioso garden, which we still currently have today and use for our cafe. It's 100 by 100 foot in the back of the tasting room production area. From there, it evolved into apple orchards, which they had transplanted here from Twin Trees. And now we have a beautiful orchard out front. And then the idea of growing grapes came into play. So when they started doing that, they planted their first grapes in 2008 and became the first winery in Madison County. Our grapes here are winterized grapes from a lab in Minnesota, and the reason that is because the topography here is much higher elevation than it is in the Finger Lakes. So we have to have grapes that withstand a negative 40-degree temperature in the ground. We do run into people that are trying something new. The nice thing about what we like to do is we like to promote reciprocity. So reciprocity being supporting our local businesses in the best we can to help their endeavors and move their product. That's the wonderful thing is you come here, you can try different local beers in addition to our wines to help spread their word and promote their product as well. We are trying to expand the horizons of wine in general. So coming to Owera is just not a place just to come and just stop in. We do try to create an experience from the moment you walk into the door to the service that you receive, to the items that you drink, to the food that you eat, to the scenery that's around you, and then the experience of when you leave. So our process here is most of our wines are stainless steel fermented, but we have a couple that are half stainless steel and half oak, which is our oaked Chardonnay. So it spends 9 months in an oak barrel and then the other 9 months in a stainless steel. All of our reds are fermented in the barrels that you see around me, and we have 3 different kinds. We have an American oak, a Hungarian oak, and a French oak. And they ferment for about 9 months, and then they go to the bottling process. The bar is made from a 300-year-old piece of oak tree that was just laying around one day, and Tim Hughes, who passed away a couple of years ago, is just very creative and took that piece of oak and made it into the beautiful bar that houses our tasting room. There's nothing like it out there. There's definitely been people that have tried to do something along the lines of what we have here, but you can't really replicate that in any way, shape, or form. It's a showstopper. As soon as you come into our tasting room, it's the first thing you see. It gets numerous accolades in the amount of questions and how this came to be. It is definitely a one of a kind.